Hey, IDS 302. It's Thursday, November 5th. It is about 1:40 in the afternoon, and this is Module 3, Video 2. Welcome. I hope everybody's having a good week. I've been sick for like 2.5 months now. I don't want to get into it, but hopefully this too shall pass. Anyways, that was a lousy way to start. I should redo this, but I'm not feeling like it. Okay, so I just random thoughts. Come on, Michael. The quiz two, uh, question two. I mean, I would like to say that everybody botched it. That means it's my fault. Okay. Uh, I didn't ding people too hard for it, but I did. I just want to talk about it a second because I did, where's quiz two? Come on, here it is. Quiz two, you think the man would have this stuff ready, huh? And the landscapers are here. Wonderful. I don't think you hear that. Okay, quiz two, question two. Refer especially to mapping the problem in chapter 7, page 75. Consider your actual research topic question for this course, not the dream research from Q1, which, by the way, the dream research from Q1 means to just, have at it. Stretch. I want to research the veracity of Bigfoot, and this is how I'm going to do it based on real research. I want to research alien signals from outer space. I mean, reach. That's what that meant there. I mean, as far as your dream research. But here, consider your actual research. What disciplines, fields of studies have you identified that could be used in your project? For each discipline, summarize why it appears to be a good fit for your work in this course. You can reach here as you can consider fields which, in the end, may not be as good a fit as you thought, but here in this analysis are welcome to consider. Minimum of 2. I totally screwed this up. I can see it. When I put the minimum of 2, what happens? People only do 2, the minimum, which I said last week gets you a C. Also, I say, what disciplines have you identified that could be used in your project? So you're just going to put yours in. And then I said, you can reach here, though, as you can consider fields which in the end may not be as good a fit as you thought, which meant, to put down 8 different disciplines, even though you're not going to use them. I totally screwed that up. I'm still dinging people. What I did, it stands. Um, and I also know there's another assignment coming up that needs to be before this one as well. It needs to be before the HAL video, which would help you tremendously to find out. But it's fine. You did fine in the quiz. If anybody wants to push back on what I did there a little harder, I'm always open to discussing and being very fair about that. Okay. So I just want to talk about that because I think I really blew it. Um, anyways, I have a website I'm going to include in this announcement. It's for i2insights.org. And if I can make this window bigger here, um, integration and implementation insights. A lot of good articles on here. I follow Gabriel Bammer on Twitter, and so I always get news when something new is up here. But she talks a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of articles from a lot of researchers. It's peer quality stuff. Um, it's updated a lot. There's a lot in here about interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary. And for those of you who are really seriously into this and it's going to help you in your career to know more about how to integrate ideas, how to solve problems in your business or your career, it's a great site to have. So I'm going to link this up for you. Um, the discussion board here, which is, there's my yawn, which is, let's go to the discussion board here because I'm forgetting. Fatigue. Okay, this discussion board is, become an interdisciplinarian. Again, I'm going to closely read the instructions, follow the instructions. I'm specific as I can be. Let me just say, I think about 10 people had theirs posted this morning. I looked at and I was able to score them because they already done their responses to each other. And I just got to say, they were fabulous, excellent work, fabulous work. My goodness, please. Oh, they they used line breaks for paragraph breaks. They were all just so well thought out, so well organized. I really liked it. And so I want to say, I know you got it in you. So let's please get the rest of the class doing that, I would hope. I want to also point out, again, the term. It's a mouthful, I realize, but we consider ourselves to be interdisciplinarians. Interdisciplinarians, okay? Some people are using interdisciplinaries. We're not fairies or interdisciplinaries or canaries. We're not, I'm not an interdisciplinary. You're not an interdisciplinary. You're studying interdisciplinary studies. You're an interdisciplinarian. All right. So Easter egg number one. All my Easter eggs today, I think, are affirmations. Easter egg number one. I am an interdisciplinarian. If you don't get it right, you don't get the points. Okay. Let's take a look at the primary data collection in Module 3. I sent out an announcement earlier today. I'm sure hopefully you've seen it. And it's, well, no, I'm sorry, that's for discussion board. I'll talk about that then first. I sent out what I'm expecting to see, because I know it could be kind of vague if you haven't done this before. Because I'm asking you to do a couple of things in this module. Working backwards, let's look at step 3. Step 3 is an annotated bibliography. I use that in place of a literature review. I find a literature review can be very challenging, especially for undergrad students, time consuming, and typically it's not done very well at all left to your own devices. And so I prefer not to, cultivate through that field and let you do an annotated bibliography, which I find can be very well organized, well thought out, and accomplish a very similar thing that a literature review would do. So what you're doing here is you're step 3, you're finding the research that came before you. And I'm asking you to use discipline, because, and when I say that, I'm not talking about like math, science, history. I'm talking about discipline, like I quit smoking and I'm going to keep quit. No, discipline, like self-discipline. I want you to discipline yourself into only using journals here for this. Yes, you could use textbooks, dissertations, theses, things like that. But the most efficient way, I think, in this course, I'm not going to say easiest way, I just did, is to use journals of academic learning, okay? And you'll see I posted an example of the way one student posted hers in session A in the discussion board. I looked through them and I chose one that really, she had kind of an odd topic that I approved about beauty products and how they kind of be racially insensitive, things like that. And it's a very good topic. No one had it here, so I didn't want to give away any free sources to anyone. But if you look at how she posted it, organized, it was there that way. Other people did it differently. They put the link at the end of it. I don't really care. This is so organized. The discussion board shows me did the work. The disciplines are clearly marked. Okay, very easy to score this. All right, now, but it is not working forward to step 3. It is not an annotated bibliography. That's a different animal. Not completely, but different enough that you can't copy this format in a Word document annotated bibliography. That's why I've posted that video twice in the learning materials as well as in the step 3 submission page, where you can look at it. It's only a 4 to 5 minute video, and if you should be able to copy it. I mean, give you 5 minutes on a guitar lesson, most of you could probably play it. Okay, whatever they're doing. So this is like, do what she says in the video with your work, and you're fine. Then there's a sample. Do what the sample did in your work, and you'll be fine. Okay, I'm looking to connect things. Okay, so here is where, let's say you're doing it on CBD. Look for, obviously, the connection between CBD and and the research. Stay away from government pages for this. I really don't, I mean, you should find research on anything, and if you're not, let me know, okay? But again, what I'm saying is that you can make sure, try to and make sure you stick where your topic is going. Because remember, on the other end of this is what are some of the opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding blank revealed in a survey of random adults. So what you're doing here is you're moving into this random adult area where if you're talking about sustainability, you might not want to get into, the North Atlantic Ocean or something like that. You want to get into things that are going to be able to be queried to a group of random adults who might have an opinion, perception, or experience on the topic. So remember what you're shooting for here, and contact me if you have questions on that, and I'll hopefully turn around pretty quick and tell you, okay, here's what you probably might want to do, okay? All right, so for CBD oil, for something like that, again, I'm talking about, you're going to look about, you can look at, research on anything, but for the medicine, the popularity, the business aspect, things like that. Contact me if you have questions. I don't want to get too far into any particular topic because it's not unfair to everybody's topic, okay? If you have questions about your specific topic, let me know. So that should be pretty self-explanatory, and the same with the annotated bibliography, okay? Let's do, I'll do Easter egg number 3 as number 2. So this is Easter egg number 2. Let me switch this because I didn't talk about what I was going to talk about. So Easter egg number 2 is another affirmation that says, I will watch the annotated bibliography video. If you want to put A-B video here, I'll allow it, okay? But I want you to say, I will watch the annotated bibliography video. And if you have watched it already, put down you have watched it already. That's fine too, okay? Remember, for the annotated bibliography and your sources here, you want to step up your game, okay? It's quality over quantity. I talk about quantity in here and what it'll give you, but quality is really important because I will dismiss those sources that are lacking quality, okay? And so that should be good enough there. Now let's talk about, I think I'm going to go backwards again here, previous, and I'm going to talk about your primary data collection. This is where we're setting up for the survey, right? So read this page. There's no assignment here, but it's important, really important, okay? To conduct your actual research is you'll be collecting primary data. That's your own. Primary means there's no space between. So if you find peer-reviewed sources on the library, I'll get into how to do that again, but peer-reviewed sources, that means that a researcher did the work, submitted it to an academic journal or something, got it peer-reviewed by their peers, published, and now you're using it. Primary research, too, though, is if you cut out that middleman and you see a research paper that you're going to use directly, that's the primary data, right? You're going to be doing primary data. It's not peer review, but it's primary. You're going to collect the data. So for this class, we're going to do a quantitative survey. I'm going to put the videos together, and it may turn out to be an extra video maybe on Sunday. Seeing the Packers play tonight, get that over with. If I can stay up that late. Okay, so go to surveymonkey.com. Do not pay anything. I repeat, do not pay a penny. Sign up for an account. Oh, don't pay any money ever. Begin to familiarize yourself with how to create a quantitative survey. I will go through it step by step with a screenshot of the site, so don't worry about it. Don't build yours yet. Don't send it out. You can mess around and build. I've gotten about 20 of them in my account there, and maybe not that many, but they're all from different semesters and things. And, so I mess around in there. Remember your overarching research data question. What are some of the opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding blank revealed in a survey of random adults? That's a question. It does not have to appear in this survey, by the way, okay? It can be the title of your overall final paper, and I think that's wonderful. But it's what I want you to make sure is guiding you here through this survey, okay? Remember, it's quantitative, not qualitative, so I'm going to keep harping on this as well. There should be no open-ended questions. There should be no comment boxes. The only box you get to use is age. So somebody can type in 35 or 24 or 62. Um, don't allow people to comment on an other on a comment box, because then you've just changed it to qualitative. If you change it to qualitative, you're responsible to do a validity horizon and a meaning field. I don't think you want to get into that, okay? Trust me. And you have to do coding and transcribing. Do not give open-ended questions. Give everyone the choice of the same exact answers, except in age. This is where I'm flipping you. No age groups. You get an age group, knock it off at least 10 points. Okay, just so you know. No age grouping on your survey. Knocks off 10 at least. All right. I think the whole link is worth 30. So I'm serious. It's got to be first question, what is your age? Open box, let them type it in. You're not going to get that many responses. Again, I explained that because 18 to 24, all your responses can be 22. Then what does 18 to 24 mean? Nothing. They're all 22. They're all 22 and 23. What does 55 and over mean when I'm the only person you got at 62? Formulate groups or demographics later. You're not going to have like 200 responses that these groups might come in handy. They don't. Don't use them. We're going to do gender. We're going to do male, female, other. I've been doing this for years, okay? That's what we're going to do. Yes, we could put other types of, I think there's 26 different recognizable genders now. We won't go that way far, okay? We can do an other there. It's not an open box other, it's just male, female, identify as other or what have you. And I think that should be good. If that's offensive to anybody, please change how you'd like, and that's fine, okay? Because certainly I'm not dodging that issue. So the primary data collection will be important. What I'll probably do, like I said, I might do that survey video Sunday. Let's see what my schedule looks like for the weekend here. That's not the right one. Yeah, I think it's going to be Sunday or Monday. Monday will be I think it's, no, Module 4 doesn't start. It starts a little later this time. Module 4 starts on the 13th, which is a week from tomorrow. So it starts on the Friday. I'm starting to spread you out a little bit because of the days that we have left in the session, the amount of work you have to do. So we kind of front loaded some of that quick modules, but now we're going to have more. So I'm going to expect, again, depth. Some people didn't do well on that quiz. I put depth is rewarded, brevity is not. You were way too brief, way too brief. And again, if you don't take me seriously, like I want paragraph breaks, I'm going to ding you. If you don't take me seriously, I want spelling, I want formatting. Yes, I want those things. Just think, if you're doing it like that, how great your paper's looking, right? Tell me, doesn't it look great? Yeah, you know who you are. The three of you. No, there's about 50. You did a great job. Okay, so yeah, I'll do, so then 11:13 is module 4. So I guess I will do a bonus video. Let's just say it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday then. All right, no, it'll be Monday. I got a meeting on Tuesday. Let's do Monday. Shoot for Monday. If I get it done early, great. This way I'm not committing to how to build your survey. Okay, might be 2 videos because I hate to say it, they only give you 30 minutes and they cut you off on the screen thing that I use. It's another free application that records my screen. So I might have to put it in 2. I don't think I've ever done it in less than 30 minutes. And other than that, let me go back to my notes. I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for voting. A lot of you wrote back to me that you voted on an Easter egg, and I appreciate that. I did too. Don't panic on results. I don't care who you voted for, but this is not how it goes. This country has never had a good voting system, even though we're the shining light of democracy. Okay, I think when we got away from pencil and paper, things got messed up because computers can be hacked, and then states do it differently, and then you have, of course, we have the COVID now we're dealing with. So things started earlier. Different state legislatures created different rules for counting. We have men and women of service get their ballots in postmarked, but they come in later. They might be postmarked on the 3rd. in Iraq, but by the time they get there, so like Nevada has 10 days, I think up to the 13th or the 10th to count theirs. Um, as what it stands, there is no evidence of voter fraud, not on any scale whatsoever. It's happened one or two times over the years. Sometimes it's happened innocently mistaken, but there hasn't been. So be careful what you're passing or looking at or assimilating. My niece, whose master's degree worked at colleges, sent me a picture, and I'll show it to you just because I think it's a good example about how to be a good consumer of knowledge, right? Um, so she sent me this, okay? And the first thing I said, is that real? And she said, I said, verified? She's like this. I'm like, so much drama, she said. I said, I mean, that's a fake. Probably, she says. Who knows anymore? Well, I said, here's what I wrote. I said, well, I do. LOL. Always try and verify. Maybe it's the Professor Fair in me. There's enough reality, there's enough drama in reality. So I looked at his timeline. It's not there. It's a fake. I mean, you could tell a couple of giveaways here. I mean, look at the Joe Biden handle there. Biden. I mean, we don't need that. We don't need fake. There's enough drama in reality. We don't need to hyperbolize things and fake things, and because then we just accept nothing then as truth. There's nothing accepted. And this is one of the biggest lessons of this class, in my opinion. If I'm trying to get you to assess information, discern it, let it be something that you question. We say question authority as you grow up. Question authority always. If you don't, we're screwed. But once you question that, then you assess what needs to be changed, what needs to be done. Question, you know, uh, hyperbole. Question things that don't look right. Check them out. Don't just pass them forward and say it's Lincoln's cat again on Facebook. God, I hate that site. Okay, you guys, I'm done. Get off my soapbox. Listen to some albums. All right, listen to some vinyl. Okay, Easter egg number Trey is another affirmation. I will visit surveymonkey.com. I will visit surveymonkey.com. You got it. And I made it under 23 minutes. Forks up. Peace.